Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Tech Guru. Please click on the like, share and subscribe button.
Hello friends, in my last video I told you about functions in Python. Today we will study about function arguments or function parameters. So let's start our today's session. Friends, if you have not watched my previous video, then I suggest you to please watch that so that you can understand this topic clearly. In previous video we did a practical that we created a calculator where user enters its choice whether he wants to add the number, subtract, multiply or divide, and after that user entered two numbers and based on those two numbers the result displayed on the screen. But there was a problem in that case. The coding was like this. The main program starts from here. First message welcome gets printed on the screen. After that we are calling add function. It means the control will move to this add function here. It will accept two numbers from user, then add the numbers and then display the result. After this function, control will come back here and this thank you message will be displayed on the screen. We will get the result. But the problem is that here in the main we don't know which two numbers were added in the add function. One more thing. When we created the calculator, we called add function, then we called subtract function. In both the functions, these two numbers are accepted again and again. But if I want to add two numbers, 20 and 10, and then I want to subtract the same numbers, but still I have to enter these numbers two times. That is a problem. Can it be possible that we accept these numbers in the main and we pass on these numbers to add and subtract function? Let's see. It can be done with the help of parameters or arguments. Now let's see what I did. In the main itself I am accepting two numbers a and b. Then I am calling add function. The control will go to this add, but look, now the braces of add function is not blank. In the braces I have specified a, b. These are the parameters that I am passing to this add function. So value of a will be transferred to this a. The value of b will be transferred to this b. Then both the numbers a and b will be added. Result will be stored in C and that result would be displayed. Now this main part knows which two numbers I am going to add. Here after calling this add function, I am calling the subtract function and passing the same values a and b to this subtract. Consider this a is 20, b is 10. So first of all I am calling add, so it means 20 will be transferred to this, 10 will be transferred to this. So here I will get the result as 30. In the second one, when I called subtract, 20 will be passed to this a, 10 will be passed to b, then 20 minus 10, it means result 10 will be printed here. So I am using the same values as a parameter to different functions. Now let's see its practical. So friends, this is my main. Here I have displayed a message. I accepted two numbers, then I call the add function and subtract function. But while calling the functions, I am specifying a and b as a parameter. So same values will be added and same values will be subtracted. Let's run the program and check the output. So I got enter first number, I said 20, enter second number, I said 10. So I got result of addition is 30 and result of subtraction is 10. So I hope it is clear. Let's move further. Friends, when we call a function, the values that we specify inside the braces are the actual parameters or actual arguments. But the values that are used in the function are the formal parameters. Let's take an example to understand it better. Just look at this. I am calling this add function and I am passing two values. I am not passing variable names. I have directly written the values 10, 20. So it means 10 and 20 are my actual parameters. But when value of 10 gets passed to A and value of 20 gets to B, these A and B are not the actual parameters. These are called the, alright friends. So always remember, the values that we are passing to the function are actual parameters and values that are accepted are the formal parameters. It is very important to remember. Let us understand it with one more example. Look at this program. First of all, this welcome message will be displayed on the screen. Then it will ask for a number. Consider I am giving 5. Then I am calling a function increment A. So it means this 5 value will be transferred to this formal argument A. Here value of A will be incremented by 1. Then I display a message incremented value is, and then I am displaying A. So it means definitely 6 will be displayed. Function finish, control comes back here. Here I am writing print A equal to, and now I am printing value of A. So what will be the value of A here? Will it be 6? Let's check. I save my program. I run the program. So welcome, enter a number. I said 5. I press enter. So incremented value is 6. That is correct. I got this 6 from here. Then A equal to 5 from this line. Why? I passed a value to increment function. I incremented the value. I displayed it here. It is 6. Fine. But when I come back to main, still value of A is the old one. Why it is not printing 6? Actually, when we pass any parameter to a function, this actual argument is having a memory space here. A value is stored here, right? Then I pass the value to this function. So this A will be allocated memory separately. So it means you can remember this A is different and this A is different. Just the value of this A is getting copied to this A. This A and this A are having the same values, but actual memory location of this A and this A is different. Just value of this A is getting copied to this A. Whatever changes we are doing here is reflected in its personal copy, this one. That's why when I printed this A I got 6, but when I printed this I got 5. It is just like I am having a document where I have written 5. Then I make it photocopy, and in the photocopy I change the value from 5 to 6. So whatever changes I am doing in the photocopy, that will not be reflected in the original copy. It means my actual argument is having different memory location and my formal argument is having different memory location. And that's why it is not required that we give the same variable names. If here my argument name is A, here I can write D also, because there is nothing to do with the name. Actual argument and formal argument are getting separate memory. Then I save it, run it. I pass 5, I am getting 6 here. So my actual argument name is A and my formal argument name is D. So whatever changes I am doing in D will be kept in D only, and whatever changes I do in A will be kept to A. I hope it is clear. So friends, we come back to our previous program to create a calculator. Now we will accept two numbers and user's choice in the main and then we will pass the same numbers to addition, subtraction, multiplication and division function, and it is a task for you. I hope you will enjoy to do this. So that's it for our today's session. Friends, stay fit, stay home, keep learning, and please click on the like, share and subscribe button.